Hello everyone, how are you all today? Now, today is National Pumpkin Day, and this was just an extra adult program that I had for this month. So to celebrate today, we are going to be making a book pumpkin. Now, for the ones that do not know what this program was, last week you could have picked up a kit. I only had a few to pick some up. But you can come by this week after you watch this video and you can pick one up, okay? So I have a limited supply of these, but I can always, well, I think I made about 10 or 12 or something like that. So, but I can make more. But it was just something simple that we had around here that, something extra to do, okay, for you adults. So, we're gonna make our very own pumpkin. This is mine. Mine's not the best. It was it's a challenge for your first one. I'm hoping if I make another one that it'll look a whole lot better than this one. I didn't get fully done with it because another way you can do is add orange with it. I know some of them, let me just show you here, if it'll show up. The website I found off, they put a bit of orange on the edges. You can kind of spray paint it. Or what you can do, they recommend is get like the stamped pads and get orange and then just stamp the edge of your pages, and that kind of gives that little pumpkin look. So if you want color on it, you can do it that way. So, but right now this is kind of like a generic, and this is what we got planned. Now in your kit, I'm gonna set this right here to the side. In your kit, you would have got a book. Let me get it all out here. You would have got your book, you would have got your template of your pumpkin. Then inside your bag, you would have got some ribbon, a piece of pipe cleaner, and cinnamon sticks. Excuse me. Now, if you're allergic to cinnamon sticks, you may not want to use that. You may want to go outside and get you a stick. Or if you can use a stem from another pumpkin, if you have one at home. But this is just something to help with it. So this is what you would have got in your kit. And the only thing you would need at home is a pair of scissors, of course. I'm going to be using, it says you can use a box cutter to help cut. I'm not very good at that, so I try to use scissors. So if you've got a box cutter, that helps. And also you can use, I've got a letter opener. Sometimes that helps well, because it's hard when these books are so thick. It takes a lot to cut through those pages at a time. And like I said, then you need a hot glue gun. So you will need those three. Those things at home. And of course a pen or a pencil to draw on. So, what you need to do first is when you get your book, well first you want to cut out your template, okay? I'll go ahead and cut this one out. I'm going to go ahead and cut this out, and that way you kind of know what to do. Now, another thing you want to try to do as well after that is you're going to take your cover off your book, okay? And that can be a little bit difficult, but we're going to try it and see. And like I said, this is just something that you may have, stuff you have at home. It's super, super simple, but it is a little bit of work to do. And so, but they are super cute. So if you've got other, like this stuff I just have here, the embellishments and everything, but if you have more ribbon or you can add leaves to it, any way you want to decorate it, go right ahead. So what you want to do is you'll want to fold your pumpkin. Once you get it cut out and everything, fold it in half. This is what's going to make your pumpkin, okay? So when you do, you're going to, let me see. I'm not going to use that one there. I don't want to mess with that. So I've got my book here, and I'm just going to take the cover off, okay? Now, be easy with it because you don't want to tear the glue off from the book, from the seams. So it can be kind of, try to manhandle it. But anyway, okay. That page fell out. So there you go. We've got our book. Now, these are paperback books. They're a little bit easier to deal with than the hardbacks, because sometimes some hardbacks are a little bit difficult. But if you do get a hardback and you need help with it, that'll be fine. You can bring it back and I'll help you with no problem. So, now what you're going to do is what I've done. Now, if you don't like this page because that's got something on it, you can always start there. Because you definitely want it clean. We'll start from the beginning. I'm going to take some of these pages out. So, because I am using recyclable books that we have weeded, and some were on the free cart, some were on the sale shelf, so we are recycling, people. So, anyway, all about recycling. Good and back to good use. So, what you're going to do is when you've got your book ready to go, you're going to put your pumpkin and put it on the edge of the spine of the book, okay? And that's how you're going to do that. Now, what we're going to do is once you get that, you can put it at the bottom, and it makes it a little bit easier. Oops. And you're going to just trace your pumpkin. It looks like that, okay? Now, what you can do is you can take 2 or 3 pages and cut at a time, all right? Now, like I said, for the ones that keeps popping up that are watching, you can come by and pick up a kit at the library to do this, okay? I still have plenty of kits, so you can come by and pick up your kit today. So, for our book pumpkin, like I said, if you trace 1 page and then you take 2 or 3 pages, now it does take a while, I will tell you. I won't go through the whole process here of cutting this whole thing out. And that way, you know, you can kind of see. But let me just show you what a couple of pages look like. Now, I like starting in the middle, but that's just me. If you know of an easier way, let me know in the comments below, because I would love to see it. Or know. Because these are super cute. You can make these really beautiful. I mean, and if you like a farmhouse look, it gives you kind of a look, you know, a country look. Just using a book and decorating it for a pumpkin for the fall theme. So I'm gonna get this cut out. And I am not the best cutter, I'll just tell you. I am horrible at that. Now, what you want to do, I've got that out. As you can tell, the shape out. Now I'm going to rip off the excess here that we do not need, okay? So there we go. As you can tell, you're going to do that all the way through the book. I'll make another round. Now, another way you can do it, and I forgot to bring one of them in here. If you've got like a clip, it's you can clip this back, and that way you don't have it tracing it over and over, and you can hold it back with something like that, okay, and hold it down. And that helps, okay? So let me just trace another round. Let me make sure I got my right way here going. Yeah. And I'll show you what it kind of looks like. Alright, now I'm going to take a couple more pages here. And if you want to go thicker, you can. For me, it just for that way the pages don't move, you can just keep. But for you, the ones that loves doing crafts and can work it, I'd say have at it. I like doing crafts, but I like going the easy way too. And if it takes longer, that's okay, as long as we can get it done, you know. Alright. And I'm going to rip all that off. And now you can trim this down along the way, but as you can tell, we're starting to get our book together. So that's the start of it. Like I said, you want to go through this whole book, and it does take a little bit, okay? So if you have time and you don't have anything to do, boom, right here. And I know with all this gloomy weather, we can't do nothing outside right now because it's really cold and nasty looking. So why not do a project inside? So now what you'll do is I'll kind of show you. Maybe I can do it with this way. I'm going to use the whole book as a demonstration. Once you get your cover pumpkin made to that shape, you can start. Now, I will tell you, this is just like a little standard size paperback book. You can do the mass paperbacks as well, the little small ones. So if you want smaller pumpkin, then you'll, use the size. This book here was like this size. It's just a small standard paperback book. But like I said, you can go mass paperback as well. Now, I will show you. Right pen. When you get done, of course, like you've got your backing, what you're going to do is you'll take your last pages, okay, of your pumpkin, and you're going to glue them as much as you can, okay? So this is where your hot glue gun comes in, because 2 or 3 pages of each side,